Good morning, everybody. Old Guy Gamer here. We're back in Veronica. This is where we dropped off our load before, and the trailer disappeared from behind us. So, let's go find a job. I had a heck of a time with this stupid steering wheel. Again. Had to uninstall the gaming software, reinstall the gaming software, redo my button profile, then delete the button profile, then restart, then delete, then go back to the default. This thing has been a pain in the butt ever since I got it. I'll never stop complaining about it because it's probably never going to work right. I went to the website to see if I could maybe return it. That's a pain in the butt too. Yeah, let's just take that job. We're here. And it's going to California. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. I hit the wrong button. My bad. Let's get that right side mirror up there. Well, a little bit better than normal. Alrighty, let's get out of here. It is Saturday at 8:43 p.m. We'll just get that screenshot out of the way while we are sitting under the street light. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't know what I hit there, that was weird. Hit the wrong button. Alright, let's get going. My goodness, I am so out of sorts today. I am just not in the groove because this whole steering wheel button mapping thing is just on me again. I could have sworn I just looked at the gas gauge and it said it was almost full, and now I look at it and it's at half full. I must have been looking at the wrong gate. One of these days I'm going to get it all together and it's going to be a perfect game and a perfect video, and the steering wheel is going to work perfectly. Alright, let's get out of here. Today is just not the day for that perfect video, perfect setup, perfect everything. Let's get some lights on here. There we go. The 50s Diner. Looks like we're going to be driving at night, but the full moon is out, it looks like. I wonder if the moon is always full in this game. As I was saying that just now, I was thinking it might have been a special thing, but now that I think about it, I think the moon is full every night. Hope today finds you all doing well. It's my last day of work today, so I'm going on a couple of days off. Today's a Monday, but it was my Friday at work, so I have off Tuesday and Wednesday this week. So I plan on staying up tonight and doing some gaming. After spending a half hour trying to get my steering wheel to work, I might not be playing this game too much. I love this game. I just hate the stupid steering wheel that I have to use to play it on, because it is always playing difficult with me. The steering wheel is just not friendly as far as the software goes. And I will keep complaining about it until I figure out what I gotta do to make it work properly. Alright, I'm going 80. I probably don't need to go 80. Are you kidding me? I just dropped off a job and I gotta sleep already? Ugh. I hate when I do that. Completely forgot to check and see if I was sleepy before I took that job. I just turned around and took a job, and what is... There we go. Oh my gosh, that was the cop's fault. You... You moron. I can't believe they blame me for that. Idiot. Sorry for the language, folks. My first ever video, I said I might swear if I get in an accident or get in a crash or do something stupid. That might have been the first time I let one fly that I can remember. I was next to that guy and he turned into me and they gave me the crash offense. That is so stupid. Alright, let's see if we can find a rest stop, I guess. Since I just gotta turn around and sleep again. There's a city coming up. I'll just pull in there and sleep, since I made the mistake and forgot to check if I was tired before I took off. Not much going on in the world of news that I care to talk about, but looks like week 2 of the NFL is in the bag. My Bears pulled off a last-second victory over the Denver yesterday in the afternoon game. The Bears beat their old defensive coordinator in his new head coaching job in Denver. The Bears' new rookie kicker was the one who kicked the last-second field goal for the win. It was kind of a gift from the referees, because the Broncos got called for a roughing the passer penalty on the last drive. The Bears had it with 31 seconds left, and they had to go to length of the field from the 20. There was a roughing the passer call against Denver, and that helped the Bears out a lot. They ended up kicking a 50-plus yard field goal for the win. I'll take luck. That works too. Would have rather blown them out, but we'll take whatever win we can get. Not playing fantasy football this year. I've been off and on with the fantasy football lately in the past few years. Wrong button. I've been off and on playing fantasy football the last few years. I've been playing fantasy football basically my whole life, but I've gotten to the point where I just don't enjoy it as much as I used to. I'd rather sit and watch the Bears game only. When I was doing fantasy football, I was in the habit of flipping around and watching different games, and I was actually turning off the Bears game to go see one of my players play in a different game, and I said, you know what, I'd rather just be a Bears fan and watch football I'd rather be a Bears fan and watch the Bears play than have to feel forced to watch other games because of fantasy football. I actually don't miss it. I had an opportunity to play again this year, but I told him I didn't want to. Wait a minute, where am I going? I wasn't paying attention to... They're trying to put me back on... Okay, I'm going the right way. I wasn't paying attention. They were trying to put me back on the road. Totally forgot to look and see where the rest stop was that I'm headed to. So fantasy football's out of my life. I don't miss it. Probably won't go back to it. I don't know. Maybe I'll play it once in a while if someone's running a league and needs to fill a team spot, but it's not something I'm gonna cry over it being gone. Alright, I'm gonna do this the hard way. Plenty of room. Sweet, if I can stop here, I'll just stop here. Let's get some sleep real quick. Actually, that's pretty good. That'll put us right back on a daytime schedule. Let's get out of here. I've actually never slept in that spot before. I've always gone to this other side over here and parked in the big parking lot. I gotta peek at the map real quick. Yeah, I don't know why it's sending me around the world to get there, but I can just turn left here instead of... It wants me to go right. Go under the overpass and then take another surface street on the other side of the highway instead of just turning left here. That's dumb. So now the GPS corrected. Don't always follow the GPS, folks. It's not always the shortest or best route. Actually, when I'm doing one of those cross-country routes, I always check it to make sure it's keeping me on the highways, not some shorter, slower county route or something that's gonna cause more trouble than it's worth. Keep me on the interstates as far as I'm concerned. Alright, let's get back on the road. Actually, I can take another picture here and see what it looks like. Sorry, old Ford Super Duty. Your days are done. All right. Winnemucca? One of the tougher parts of this game, figuring out how to say the names of these towns that I'm not familiar with. Let's see. I am a Bears fan. We talked about football. They are 500 now, but my baseball team is the St. Louis Cardinals. They're doing pretty well. They're in first place. I live in the Chicago area. All my friends are either Cubs fans or White Sox fans. I'm kind of on my own up here as far as being a Cardinals fan in the land of the enemy, but none of the teams are doing great in the Central, but I'm glad the Cardinals are doing better than the others. I'm glad they're sitting in first place. We've got 2 series between the Cubs and the Cardinals over the next 2 weekends in mid to late September to wrap up the season. So even though the Cardinals are ahead right now, there's 7 total games between the 2 teams. to end the season. So it's going to be a great finish. I figured it would be a great season just because of how good all the teams were between the Cubs, the Cardinals, and the Brewers. I thought it would be the best division by far as skill and record and everything else goes, but what it's turned out to be is each team is just beating up on the other teams, and man, they are just all taking a beating from each other. So I think the teams will all, whichever team gets to the playoffs from the National League Central is going to at least represent the division well. It seems like a lot of these teams have good records against other divisions. It's just when your own division opponents are all so good, they play each other more than they play those other teams. And when your division opponents are all 90-plus win teams, well, not all, but the majority of them are 90-win teams, man, they are just... the record is showing it. So we shall see. This weekend, Cubs-Cardinals in Chicago, I think it is. Then they wrap up the season in St. Louis. So that's where the focus of my attention is going to be right now. Cardinals have a series against Washington that they're playing right now. They're actually winning today's game. They're in the middle of the game. I'm actually keeping track of the game while I'm driving here. So, like I said, they do pretty well against teams in the other divisions, even the good teams in the other divisions. Cardinals have played the Dodgers well. They've played the Nationals well. They've suffered a little bit against the Braves, but we'll see. There's really no other sports that I care about going on right now. Hockey's about to start up. I've been seeing the commercials on TV. I don't care so much about hockey. I don't ever get excited about hockey, but I will start watching it. You know, obviously the team is the Blackhawks that everyone roots for around here. If they make the playoffs, I'll start watching the games, even though I'm not really a fan, just so I can be involved in the water cooler talk. I want to know what's going on. I don't pretend to be a fan when they're in the playoffs and winning championships and all that, winning Stanley Cups. But I want to be able to join the conversation. I don't want to be left out of the conversation just because I'm not a hockey fan. So, and pretty soon we'll be talking basketball. I am a Bulls fan. Seems like every year I get my hopes up that they're going to make a leap and be miles better than last year, but well, I'm falling into the same trap again this year. So we'll see how the Bulls do. But that's not for a few more weeks. I'm starting to see commercials for them, but not as many as the Blackhawks. Right now everyone's focused on the Blackhawks, then we'll worry about the Bulls in a month or so. It's hard to believe we're already halfway through September. Today's the 16th. Man, I was just telling someone, next major holiday is Halloween. Less than a month after that, Thanksgiving. Man, we are racing up on Christmas. Let's take a look and see how much time we got left. We got 7 hours to our destination. And we got 11 hours before we gotta sleep. So I think I'm going to end the video. I'm going to find a spot to pull over and turn on the flashers, and we'll just finish up this trip tomorrow. Maybe I should look for the California state line. I think I'm in Nevada? Yeah, just a quick check. I'm in Nevada. The 80-mile-an-hour speed limits on these roads with these curves, this is what I was talking about when I said you could put a truck up on two wheels, so to speak. going around some of these curves at these speeds. That's why I said I like California. You're forced to go 55. There's no curves at that speed that are gonna put you on your side or threaten to tip a truck over. But these 80-mile-an-hour speeds, man, they'll make you worry. Ugh, I messed up that curve. I don't understand why this game puts the guardrail so close in the left lane, but doesn't put a guardrail up at all in the right lane. Just give us a shoulder like real roads do. Man, they put that barricade right on the left side of that left lane, and it's just the mental game it plays with me. It gets into my head and I freak out too much. So we're gonna be 65. We're going through Reno. I am gonna find a place to stop right here. That way we can end the video, make it short. Then we'll have a short video tomorrow to finish it up. Oh, one other thing. Remember a couple of videos ago I was saying I was going to try a camera trick to do a video to make my premiere video for my YouTube channel. I tried it and it didn't work. So when you go into photo mode, my idea was to park my truck in the middle of an interstate. Oh, you know what? I'll stop right here. My idea was to park my truck in the middle of the road on the interstate, block traffic, and then go into photo mode and start from a long way away, and then do a video of me flying over all the cars until it got up to my truck. Well, you can't do that. Photo mode makes you stay pretty close to your truck. So that didn't work. I am going to stop right here. I will end the video, and when I pick up tomorrow, I will drive straight across and... well, you know what? Let me just pull across there right now. These people always look like they're stopping, but they really don't. Yeah, let's pull up and park on a hill. Alright, I'm going to park right here just to end the video, and then we'll come back tomorrow to finish up this 8-hour trip. So we're in Reno. We will eat our little peanut butter and jelly sandwich and bag of Fritos, and we will be back tomorrow to finish up the job. Till then.